Welcome to the podcast. Today, I am just over the moon to actually wrap up the summit with this group of beautiful coaches. We just finished the summit about an hour ago. And so I want to start with you, Mary, because you were like a barrel of energy. We had so much fun hearing from you about LinkedIn. I would love to hear kind of what your biggest takeaway was from the summit.
Wow. To be able to articulate my biggest takeaway, I think that's it. Wow. It was bigger and better than I even expected. I mean, I was moved to tears so many times. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. I didn't expect the depth of emotion that I felt. I didn't expect so many of the presenters to speak to me directly. Like I could completely relate to them. That absolutely blew me away. You saw it in my comments because I was pretty active. It was incredible. The whole thing was incredible.
Oh, thank you. I feel the same way. I know we wrapped up the day with Eric Bigger and he had me just crying. That was yeah, it was just really special. And again, I know I said this before, but thank you to you ladies for letting me share what I believe is my mission, which is to help people really understand what coaching is. And that's by you guys talking. So, Gina, you're up next. So tell me how you think you have changed since the summit, like preparation for the summit. And now you finished talking literally like 2 hours ago. How different are you post summit?
I mean, as soon as I finished, I was like, wow, like, what am I going to do now? It really was that sense of like, okay, like we're doing this now. Like I've stopped thinking about it. I've stopped just daydreaming about it. Like we're going to take the next step. So I've actually spent the last 2 hours thinking like, where am I going now? Because I feel ready in a way that I think I didn't before.
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah. And okay, but I need to plug in the BBB in this answer because we have you, right? Like we've
Mhm.
got you and we have everything to give you of that next steps after an event like this. So I love that you're already thinking through and going through in your head and writing things down. And we also will teach you everything that you need to do after this. Don't want to lose momentum. So, so exciting.
No, I agree. And I think that, even the things that I'm thinking about, what do I want to ask you about at the next session that we have? It feels different that, my mind is thinking in a different way. And so I'm ready to come back to the next coaching session and ask those questions.
And the quality of questions, right? That'd be like, especially as we are preparing for the summit, the quality of questions that have been asked in our coaching calls have changed. And that's why, what you just said, we don't really have questions until we put ourselves out there and we're like, oh, this, now I know Flowdesk. It's kind of confusing. Now you have the questions to ask. So that is one of the things that I was the most excited about during the summit preparation. It's the quality of questions that you guys started asking because you were doing the work. And by doing, you would have, right, like you needed more clarity. So you had the questions to ask. Awesome. I can't wait for that call. Okay, let's see. Victoria, I'll go to you next. Tell me for you, like, what has changed for you?
Oh, so much has changed. I basically have gone from sitting on the sidelines for a very long time to really just saying now or never. Jump in both feet.
I'm going to stop you,
Just
Victoria. Hold on. I want to stop you. Your volume is much lower than everybody else's.
Okay, hang on.
So
Maybe
you
I
might
turned it
have
down.
your mic on, and I would like people to be able to hear you.
It might be a different mic that you're using.
I'm still
Or just lean forward. I would
I'll
say
lean
just
forward.
lean
I'll
forward.
lean forward.
Okay.
Okay, now what was
Go ahead and start over then.
Yeah. Ask me again. Let's pretend.
What has changed for you with the summit?
I think so much. I went from sitting on the sidelines to really for a long time just watching. When am I going to have the courage to step in? And I think doing this, having a deadline. And there were several times I thought, no, I'm going to back out. I'm going to back out. And I just said, no, you're not going to back out. This is it. You're 65 today. So you're going to do it. So, and I did. And I was so proud of myself, even the other night when because of other things, I didn't get my flow desk done. And Tice, you kindly made that video for me. And I said, first it was like, I'm not going to do this. And then I followed your instructions. I stopped, I went, I stopped, I went. And I was so proud of myself that I felt I did it. So, I mean, every little step, Calendly, Stripe, Flowdesk. I still want to perfect Canva. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with Canva. But I just can't believe I'm still learning things. So that was really great.
That is such a wonderful answer because we can see the excitement that you have now with the learning, right? And that is, again, that mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset is that you're welcoming the learning instead of, oh, Canva sucks. It's so hard. I will just give up, right? Sending emails, I just give up. And now look how you are saying that. It's so exciting that you get to learn Canva and you have so much fun. Now you're excited to go in there and play around with everything, right? And I think in the same lines, Norma, I go next with you because I think you have learned quite a bit too with this Canva and Flowdesk and everything. Tell us what has changed for you as a business owner because of the summit.
Oh my goodness, where do I begin? Like Victoria and like Gina said, both of them, I piggyback on that. I went from absolutely sitting down, looking in front of me, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. I'm so frustrated, so overwhelmed, to, okay, no, you got to learn this. And everything has just changed. Like you said, I learned Flowdesk, I learned Canva, two obstacles that were big obstacles for me. Because, I always was saying, and in my mindset, I suck at tech, and I can't get this done, but I did it, and I did it on my own. Nobody helped me. Well, besides you guys. So that has changed the whole entire dynamics of my business, because now I feel like I can move forward and actually do what I say, and get it done. So no, it's been a humongous, amazing experience. That's what I can say. And it's going to push my business forward. And I already see that. I already see that.
It's so interesting because we could not begin to explain this to anyone who might join our coaching program or who is thinking about joining it. We couldn't begin to explain the sense of satisfaction that you would feel once you can email people, because all you're thinking about is, I just got to get clients. Like, that's it. And I'm always like, of course you do. But also there's literally this whole thing that you don't know how to do. And once you know how to do it, the empowered feeling that you have when I say, like, the power of your business and your earning capacity is now in your hands. It's like, you don't really understand that until you're here. It's easy to watch all the trainings and see all the stuff, but you don't really get it. So I like to think you now have the capacity to have a business for a lifetime. So Norma, we are just so proud of everybody. Norma had computer problems. She had this, she had that, it was kind of like a broken record. But she just overcame it all. I mean, she just would not stop, and she kept going, and look at you now. So amazing. So,
Thank
all
you.
right, Kathleen, I have to go to you and ask you, because you are another person that has overcome a lot of challenges on the tech and all this stuff. And you are meeting us right now while you're on vacation in Hawaii, which we're kind of all jealous about. But I'd love to know, how do you see yourself now as a woman with a coaching business?
Well, I have to just echo all the other speakers. And Norma, honey, I am your twin. I have had tech challenges. Oh, my stars. And it has been, Tice said, after the summit, just what an impact that made on her and her business. And I really listened to that, and I knew she was telling the truth, because it's one thing to sit on the sidelines, and I've been a sideline sitter, like trying to learn, but you don't learn until you do. And having the power of the group, the support of the group, and you guys was foundational. It would not have happened had you not created this opportunity. So I am very grateful. And in terms of the accomplishments, as I look back, it's like, I have had more challenges than I even want to care to tell you, but that that I made it, that I, got the emails, found the flow desk, there's so many steps that sort of seemed hard, and some steps were really hard. But, the knowing that we had a deadline, we had a goal, and it's like, no time for excuses, sister. Just keep one foot in front of the other. Just keep on keeping on. So it was really powerful. And oh my gosh, people have signed up and I'm kind of going, I need some help. Oh my God, what's the next step? Because
Listen,
I know my stuff, but in terms of how do I bring someone along into something that will really make a difference in their life, I don't want to just throw up on them with all my knowledge. I want to be able to encourage and make sense so that there's a pathway to gently bring people along and move them from upset and frustrated and grief stricken to where I want them to be at the end. So I am so looking forward to next week's coaching. Oh my stars. It is just going to be amazing. And we have to check out today. So it's like, if somebody knocks at the door, I might have to sign off, but I am so grateful for the opportunity. And it was just amazing.
well, we have your back on the what do we do next thing. Like I said, we'll help you with that. And again, I think it's so beautiful what you just said. It's like, it's what you've been waiting for. And all of a sudden it's happened now. Literally, we just finished the summit 2 hours ago. It's happened. And now it's like, uh-oh, what do I do next? And that's why it's business building is always a little bit more unpredictable than what you thought it would be. But listen, girl, we got your back. We're here for you. So we know what the next steps are. And I can assure you that you are already actually perfectly equipped and ready to help anyone. So we always make sure that people are coaching around and teaching around something that they know so well. And we're just here to assure you that you do and that you'll be just fine. So I'm going to go to Lori next. Lori Welsh, your talk was, the talked about talk. So tell me what you think has changed about you since the summit.
Well, what I think, every coach needs a coach. I honestly believe that. And every person really needs a coach. But whether it's for mindset, accountability, the tech, marketing, it is crucial. And I feel like a weight's been lifted. I'm showing up, and that's unbelievable.
Well, and she is somebody who showed up because she's also one of the people, just like the rest of these ladies, who got on social media, who went live, who did reels, and I could put check marks by everybody's names here. It's one thing to post a static post that you curated and you made it look perfect. It's another thing to go on there live and start talking. And Lori, you did an excellent job with that. So super excited for you.
And some of the coaches have never even been on social media, really, right? And the summit, and now you see their Instagram, it's filled up, and then they go live. And Debbie and I were just super like, oh my goodness, they look what they're doing. We're just so proud of all of you guys. And yes, I love that. Now with Lori, I need to give her another shout out then, because she had family at her, extended family at her house. So she had a lot of guests and on the summit day, and she has participated of calls to get herself prepared when she was in Paris. So she did not stop to get everything here set up and on time, following the deadlines. So Lori, that was pretty impressive what you did. It was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Couldn't have done it without Debbie and Thais.
Hey coaches, it's Debbie Shadid here. I've got something very special for you. If you're trying to figure out how to get coaching clients on your own and you're wondering what to post, how to explain what you do, or how to actually sell your coaching, this is for you. I'm inviting you to join me for a live edition of the Fast Track and VIP coaching experiences. This is your chance to stop spinning in indecision and finally take those actions that are needed to build a profitable coaching business. You'll get the answers, the guidance, the support you're looking for, plus real-time feedback on your niche, your offers, and your marketing. Spots are very limited and enrollment closes soon. Let's connect. DebbieShadid.com/schedule to claim your spot and to talk about your options. Let's get you clients faster and easier than you ever imagined. Hey, you're up, girl.
Yes, I know. Reading the message. Okay. Now, Glenna, I want to ask you a question because you have been someone you have been someone who's always like on time for everything. So I don't know if you've had any type of procrastination in your life in general. I don't know if procrastination is something that gets to you, but I also know you have a very busy, full life with all the things that you do. How was it for you then? Like, did the summit help you with not procrastination, but how did the summit help you transform how you see the business and juggle? I'm sorry, Debbie. I've been here since yesterday. And how did the summit help you keep everything on time? Because you were one of the coaches that followed every single deadline. How was it for you?
It was a great experience. I've been working with Debbie almost over a year now. And I kind of was just out there, and I wasn't really moving forward. And that's what I liked about the summit. It doesn't give you a choice about whether you can move forward or not. Your website's got to be done, your flow desk has got to be done, your emails got to be done, your marketing. And I have a lot of commitments anyway, and I've done a lot of professional speaking, but to do it on my passion and my platform is different. And so with y'all's help, it was great because I had a deadline. My presentation had to be done. You gave us all the deadlines and you had already given us the tools. And so we knew what we needed to do, but taking action on them didn't happen until you had those deadlines. So I think it really makes a inactive coach become a very active coach in developing their business.
Yes, I agree. I think even for me, preparing a talk, because we always have one talk just in case, right? Having that deadline is so helpful. So helpful to keep the accountability going, right? The self-accountability and having all of you guys with the accountability tools. It's so very helpful. Thank you, Glenna. Now, Judy, how was it for you? How was the summit preparation? How's everything for you?
Well, when I joined BBB, I'd never ever thought that it would be this expansive. So it was an extraordinary, expansive opportunity for me. I never thought that creating an online business would have so many different parts. I just thought I needed a website, just a few things. But once I joined and began to see all of the different parts that I had no knowledge about, I've had a brick and mortar business. I presented live a lot, but this online thing is a totally different kind of component. And I was just totally naive in how to take next steps. So I am greatly appreciative. I think my time was up, my 6 or 7 months was up, and I got to join again because I know that I still need a tremendous amount of support and help to take it to the next level.
Judy, don't worry. I'll be in touch with you. I don't want you going anywhere. So you're on my list. I have to just give Judy kudos because when she came to us, she actually hired us to build her website, and I wrote her marketing message and I helped her with her branding and all of those kind of things. And I would agree with what she said. Like, she's been a businesswoman before. She's done marketing before. She's been a successful professional. And she was not afraid to go invest in her business in the biggest way. But I do think she thought, I just need a website and then I'm going to be a coach. And also I should say, Judy was also operating her business successfully without any of this stuff. So she already had paying clients. She was already working with people. She was already making money. Yeah, I think she thought like add the next level of the website and then like just tie it up with a bow and I'm done. I've already got the business in shape. And then it was like, oh no, come here, honey. I want you to speak at this summit. So I just have to commend you, Judy, for the sheer determination and you know, the tech part again. And this is not just, it's really everybody here almost could say tech was challenging. But some of the tech things that were challenging for Judy, it's simply because you've never done them. All of us have used computers in our lives, but none of us, most of the coaches that come to work with us, have not done the kind of stuff that we're doing here. So it is really like, talk about rewriting your brain to learn some new technology. And Judy, you did it beautifully. So I commend you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start back with Gina. I want to ask you about your self-belief. How do you think the summit has changed your self-belief about yourself as a coach and also now as a person who owns a coaching company?
That's a great question. I think, I I started listening to your podcast like almost 2 years ago and listened to old episodes. So I had heard the interviews from the summit in the past. And it was that idea of like, this is an option. This is something that's out there. But I don't think that I had really connected to from the place of I would like to do this too. I'm going to do this and I am doing this. So I think it was that transition over time that has been really exciting for me. So I think moving into that place of no, I'm doing this now has been a big shift for me that I'm really excited about.
Mary, what about you? What do you think you have finally done that you were going to do that now that the summit's over, you put off until now? What was there anything that you finally got done that you'd been saying you were going to do?
Yes, there were two things that I finally got done because of my relationship with you. And the first one was niching down. We had that initial conversation and I've got a lot of business experience and I could have gone in several different directions. Not that I'm an expert in all these, but I know what, like that 2% a little bit, so I could speak to different silos. But when we really started talking, and I'm going to use the word force, you guided me to LinkedIn because that's really where my passion has been lately. And I was questioning my own expertise because I'm looking at all these other amazing like influencer coaches that have way more knowledge than I do. And I had to believe in myself that, I've got knowledge that I can share too. And once I started talking about it, not only to you, but just to my network, people started going, yeah, I need that. I need that. I need that. And because of that, my confidence just, really, really was boosted. The second big thing I did was that website. Debbie, the marketing plan or the outline that you gave us really, really helped me hone my thoughts. I'm a shiny object person. I go there, I go there, I go there. You made me go right there. It was like a bowling alley with bumpers. I knew I couldn't get into the gutter because I knew you had guided me. Between my niche and then building that website, that really validated me for my coaching practice.
Well, I have to tell you, you guys, you'll learn what everybody, you can go to designletthrive.com. Actually, you can go see what everybody talked about. You can go see what their niches are. And I want you to go there. We're not going to go through everybody's, but I'll tell you, Mary is coaching people around LinkedIn. And if you needed validation, you got it in the chat because every person that was on the summit, it seemed like watching was like in the chat going, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I need that. Oh yeah. So thank you, for doing what you're doing because it is an incredible opportunity. And if you didn't, already know that, you found out today. It definitely was.
And just to see not just the excitement of everyone there, but even I was like, I never thought that LinkedIn was a place for me, right? Like I coach women, moms, so it should be Instagram. And that's what I like the most. But then Mary came and was like, oh no, that's for everyone in business, should be on LinkedIn. And just the explanation that she gives gave me almost the hope that I don't need to look ridiculous on LinkedIn, right? Like the step by step. And that is like you guys, if you're building your business right now, you might be even afraid of looking ridiculous as a coach. So remembering that when you have the step by step, you can do things really well. And that's what we do in BBB. But Mary, you definitely gave me that hope for LinkedIn. So we'll be talking later, my friend. It was
Cool.
really good talk. Really
Thanks.
good.
Nice, it's you.
I'm sorry, Debbie.
It's cute. And you even put the question up for me, so go ahead.
Okay. Should I just ask for all of them and they
I
just
think that would be great. Yes. And I love Lori Welch's, everybody on LinkedIn folks.
I should have said that.
Ah.
Okay. Oh, my sweet friends, this has been such a phenomenal weekend, and I'm so happy that we got to participate with you guys. So I do have a question for all of you. So whoever wants to answer, just raise your hand and it will go to you. But if another coach was on the fence right about now, listening to this episode and thinking like, should I join BBB? Should I join the summit next time? What would you tell them?
Hell yes.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jump in.
Okay, so yes, absolutely jump in. That's what I heard. Tell me one person here, tell me why.
Hand holding.
Hand holding.
Yeah. I felt that I never didn't get a question answered. I felt like I was nudged along very, very carefully. Everything was explained. When I didn't understand something, you helped, BBB helped. And even when I had a topic that nobody knew what it was, and I really had to push, and nobody had heard of it, and it made me stick to my guns and say, this is what I'm going to do. And you, never mind, you knew I had something. Maybe it wasn't something that other people knew about, but you just helped me keep going forward. So for me,
Yes.
I always felt in good hands. Let's put it that way.
Wonderful, thank you. How about you, Mary?
I had initially resisted joining the summit. Debbie asked me when I first came on board, and I was like, it's summertime, my kids are home. It was a time thing. I just didn't want to commit to it. I didn't think I could pull it together. I think it was June or July when I jumped in, and it's the first week of September. I thought there's no way I could do that. And I said yes for some reason. I'm not sure which coaching call we were on, but I said yes. I jumped in. And I'm so glad I did because of the transformation that I had even between July and September. We talk about transformation as coaches. We talk about transformation in our clients. For me, my transformation is I walked out of this experience with so many things, but I walked out of this experience with a signature talk so that I have that in my back pocket now so that, in my world, wherever I am, if there's a hole, that I could fill somewhere, even at a meeting at UB, University of Buffalo, I'm pretty involved there. If they needed somebody to speak on something, I could absolutely, without a doubt, step in and say, you know what, I got this. And it was because of the summit that I have that confidence.
Yes. So Debbie she used to say this all the time for us, right? Like we need to have your signature talk. And then the summit came. I did my signature talk in the first summit. In the second summit, I was hosting with her and someone completely lost her voice and couldn't participate. And we heard of this just, maybe not even an hour before her time to talk. So I'm there hosting. And then Deb and I, we were talking in the back and it's like, can you talk, Thais? And I was like, yes, I happened to be in a summit last year and I do have my talk and I just opened up in Canva and downloaded it really quick, read through, and I did the whole talk, right? So you are absolutely right, Mary. Having that is a big, like a big summary of everything that you talk in your business and be able to share it anytime in podcast, anything that they invite you, you can do it so quickly that just gives you that amount of confidence. Thanks for sharing that. Yes.
I want to say about Mary, sorry for interrupting, Mary, but I want to give you kudos because Mary sent us a message, and I don't know what the circumstances was because it was at the end of this week, right before the summit. And I was like, I don't even have time to inquire what is going on. But she was like, I need to do it on a video, do the video presentation. For everybody listening, we actually have everybody create a video as a backup in case somebody's sick or there's an internet problem or something. So nobody just misses out. but it was like, she's going to be on video. And it was like, oh no, 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 no. Thais tells me what she would do. And I'm like, I'm going to message her. She needs to be live because I knew what you would bring would be so different. So thank you for moving from whatever reason it was to be on video to changing what you were doing to be here live, because the impact that you made is so much significantly different being here live.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And to be fair, her video was awesome,
Yeah.
right? We were like, the video would be perfect, but your energy, what you can bring live, and you saw it, the beginning of the summit today, you saw what you brought, and all the comments and all the love. So thank you for changing your plans and being here with us.
Yeah, it was funny because I was relieved once I submitted that video, and I had worked like all day long because I kept making mistakes and I kept starting over because I wanted to get all the way through. So when I submitted, it was like, I'm so done, I'm done. And then when I got that message, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no way I can do that in front of how many hundreds of people here. But I took the jump and I said, yes. I mean, I coach people in a smaller environment, but never on a platform like this before. I mean, that was a big challenge for me. So yeah, that was cool.
Yes, awesome. Thank you.
Kathleen.
Judy, what is that?
Oh, sorry. I thought Kathleen maybe had her hand up.
Who would like to go
I
next?
did want to
Hold on,
add,
Kathleen. Let me just
if somebody's
just
on the fence,
Hold on, time out. Go ahead.
let me
Thais.
call you so you can. Okay, well, thank you so much for that, Mary. How about you, Kathleen?
yeah, what I wanted to say was if somebody's on the fence thinking, should I commit to this summit? It's a lot of work. I don't know. It it takes you from being on the sidelines for sure. But when we did the podcast before the summit to talk about where we each got to shine a little bit, the spotlight you guys provide for us, it made me feel like I felt this level of elevation that it was like, well, go ahead, look at her, look at her. And it's not something as a coach with your own business that you have an opportunity to feel elevated. For me, so often in the day, it's like what I didn't get to, what I should have done better. So many of the things but when in this preparation, when you spotlight us, you really, for me anyway, my experience was that there's a sense of acknowledgement of our passion and our abilities that I don't get from my husband. I'm just sorry. I'm just saying. So it's absolutely a positive endeavor. Are you going to work? Yes, you will. Are you going to be frustrated and challenged? Yes, you will. But at the end of it, you are going to be amazed and a different woman.
That is so true. Yes. And again, keep on looking for the support of our spouse or kids, right? Waiting for children, not in your case, not children anymore, but right, your adult children to come and help you. It just destroys the relationship with them because they don't want to help you, right? Husbands are not there to be super supportive on your dreams all the time. They also have their lives, believe it or not. So I think it's a great point, right? Find the support where it's actually people there just to support you. That's the best that you can do for your own business. I agree with that, Kathleen. Thank you. How about you, Judy?
I just wanted to say again that, I never anticipated that the expansion opportunity would be so broad. I have been promoting Debbie since I joined. I think with all of her expertise and knowledge, she's just a phenomenal woman, and so are you, Tyus. I mean, the kindness, the no judgment, the never giving up on you no matter what. I can't, it's really just hard to explain the support that I never anticipated to receive. So I have so much appreciation, and I will continue to support, because you're either going to stay where you are or you're going to expand. And so I had to ask myself, where are you at and what do you want to do? So
Yeah. Thank you, Judy, so much. Yeah, Lori, go ahead.
No, I've been coached before. You're not my first coach. And You and Thais together are very magnetic. Let me put it that way. And it's not just the support and the great help with messaging and marketing that you give me, but it's that you are a magnet for other quality women and the support from the community that you have and all the other coaches that we work with. We get together when you're not even around. Not that we don't want you around, but it's just a great atmosphere, and I really enjoyed it. Well, I'm gonna continue to enjoy it. So
Oh, that is so true. I think you guys really find the community here. And sometimes Debbie and I, we get a little bit jealous, not gonna lie, that you guys all get together on Zoom and talk and support each other. And like, they never invite us, huh? But we get it. You need that time. But that is something that we pride ourselves to, that this beautiful community that we are able to create. And I agree with you, like Debbie definitely attracts the best women, the most lighthearted, loving, caring, supportive women in our community. And I'm just so appreciative that I get to be a part of this show.
She never gives herself credit. Thais is so amazing. Okay, I want to wrap this up because we could be here having a love fest for a long time. So we're going to wrap it up, but I just want to offer the opportunity if anybody has anything else to say that they feel like they haven't said. This is our final summit interview. And till the next summit interview, I'll tell you the next summit is February 12th. Our speakers who have the first opportunity to be in it are going to be our current clients and our past clients. And then, of course, it's open to the rest of you guys to join us. But does anybody else have anything else they want to share before we wrap up? Yeah, Glenna.
I would just like to say, Debbie, that you offer a lot of services. And one of the things you want to think about is you want someone who has more knowledge than you giving you advice. And you definitely have that with your years of service. And you can bring ideas to you, and you're not afraid to tell us no. I know it sounds like everything is lovely and y'all are just so lovely and want to tell us everything's perfect, but you need someone who's going to tell you the truth and ask you the hard questions, particularly Thais as well with mindset questions. So I just want everybody to know you truly get what you need. It's not only making your business better, but after you finish the summit, you've got the skills and the tools that you need to be able to launch your own program and start your first program. So I just want to say thank you to both of you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys, thank you so much. Let's just all go on vacation together. Is Hawaii open, Kathleen? Oh, no, you're checking out today. Darn it. Anyway, okay, there's so much love in this room, and I just want to invite anybody who's listening to join us. I know it is one more investment. I know that you've already bought other coaching programs. Everybody here has already bought coaching programs. I know that everybody has already bought other coaching programs, and I know it's one more thing that you want to invest in, and you're thinking, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just grateful for you guys, grateful for anyone who joins us, and I am so looking forward to this. Somebody mentioned adrenaline. It's like a high. It's like the happiest high after you finish this for Thais and I both, and for all of you guys I know. So thank you so much. So much love to every one of you guys for all of the work that you did, because you each have something. This is where I could cry. That is so important for people to know about. And it can only happen when you get brave enough to do it, and you did it. So much love to you guys. Thais, thank you again.
Thank you,
Thank
Debbie.
you.
Thank you for the opportunity to do this with you and to be the coach of these beautiful clients. I absolutely adore them, and I adore you. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay, big hug. Everybody have an amazing week. We'll see you on our coaching calls where we are getting down to business. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.